Hey guys, it's Kelly Ann and it is Vlogmas day number 16 and I have the camera angled a little funny because Potter is in the chair right next to me, and if you can hear that, that's Stella running around or right underneath my feet. I'm trying to get her, but she's explosively hyper at the moment. Well, I guess we'll adjust the video so that way I don't look so hunchbacked. Okay, so sorry I couldn't get her in the video today for you guys. She is running around like a little stick of dynamite, just calm for a second and then explodes with energy, runs around, then stops and explodes again. So she must have had a little bit of a snack because that's what she does. So I have gone ham on the American Eagle chart from Heartstring Samplery. I'm actually really close to finishing, and part of me is like, this is a really good time to like stop and put it away and work on something else for a hot minute. I'm like really tempted. So I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I may or may not complete American Eagle tonight. I might complete it sometime this week. I don't really know. But what I did decide to do is I decided to leave off the top and the bottom border. I also moved the 1776 to the center underneath the eagle. And I decided to center the word pride up at the top and put independence underneath 1776. So I did a little bit of rearranging. All that I have left is to finish his wings. So that is where I'm at. It looks amazing. It looks incredible. I am in love with this pattern. And again, this is a 28 count country French latte. I do not know the maker or dyer of that. So if y'all know, please let me know, because I would love to know that. But this is where my American Eagle is. So yesterday I had his shield basically done and part of his tail. So you can't see the very bottom of it, but anyways, I finished his tail today and last night. So I've done a lot since yesterday afternoon. So last night and today I finished the tail, finished both of his legs and part of the, you know, like the talons, finished the flower that he's holding on to, finished the arrows, his face, his beak, his eyes. So I put the pride up there because across the top it says Pride Independence. So because I'm not doing the borders, that's why I centered up Pride and put Independence at the bottom. I kind of wanted to like balance the top and the bottom, because the top, because of the wingspan, it has a lot more going on up at the top. And the bottom, I was just going to put the date. So I figured the longer word would kind of mimic the large wingspan at the bottom and balance the piece out a little bit better. So because I'm leaving off the borders. So that's why I did that. And I really, really, really like it. So, yeah, I also, there's only one of these little like little star diamond medallion things in between the two words if you put them across the top. So since I separated them, I put them on each side. The only thing that I may add and or change is to put them on each side of the 1776, but I don't think I want to. I think I want to leave that like stand alone. But I am really, really enjoying this. You can see I've already started his wing down here. So it comes all the way out to like here. So that's why I was saying the top half is like really, really wide. And then the bottom is going to be just kind of like less. So I wanted to balance that out with putting the longer word. But anyways, I'm really loving it. I'm enjoying the stitch so much. And that's pretty much it. So either tonight I'm going to work more on that, or I know that I also have the Brenda Gervais Mary and Minty, but I do still have a couple of things that I wanted to start before the end of the year. I wanted to start the Country Cottage Needleworks Away We Go, which I have fully kitted. I also have it fully kitted to do like the houses like 1,800 times because I wanted to fit all 9 reindeer. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if I want to commit to making that many houses, but also at the same time, I don't have to finish it before the end of the year. So we're still thinking, but I wanted to make all the houses like these Victorian kind of like colors, and I have it all like planned out on a little piece of paper in the back. And then I also have the Lizzie Kate sampler claws that I've been wanting to start that I haven't yet. So those are pretty much, I definitely want to start those two. And I wanted to start at least one more from this, the Cross Stitch from the Soul Emma Congdon book. I wanted to start at least one more project from this before the end of the year. I haven't figured out which one, but there's a couple that I wanted to start one of the larger ones that I'm interested in, because out of this book of 20, there's between 8 and 10 that I want to stitch. So between 40 and 50% of this book I do want to stitch, and I need to get to stitching them because anyways, so I started the Best Is Yet to Come down here. But out of the large ones, I don't know. I'm kind of interested in the Nelson Mandela one. The Standing Still one wouldn't be bad. The Flowers one. Or the Worry one. But the other reason why I haven't started any of these is because some of them I want to change the color schemes, and I just haven't wanted to like think that hard, honestly. So I still have 3 projects that I for sure want to start before the end of the year. So that's why I'm kind of like, I may put him away and not finish his wings yet, and like I could just finish him at the beginning of the year when I'm mostly working on whips. But he has been a lot of fun to work on. That, or maybe I'll just leave him out and I'll work on him on my lunch break, but start something new tonight. So we'll see what happens, and I'll let y'all know obviously tomorrow. If you have an opinion, you may get to tell me before I start something. Because this is going to go up right now. I still have to do like my workout and stuff. So it'll be a little bit before I actually start anything or continue working on my eagle. So you may get to give me your opinion. But yeah, those are like the 3 things that I wanted to start. The last couple of things that I wanted to start for the end of the year. I was trying to see what else this was. So no better time than the present, right? Anyways, that's where I'm at today. Pretty simple. I got a lot of stitching in last night and kind of stayed up way too late. I just couldn't put it down, and then I worked on it some at lunch, so it's just so good. I have 1 color left, and anyways, this is a fantastic piece. And it's a really, really quick, easy stitch. Even if I were to do the borders, I think it would still go just as fast. I have a frame that I think it might be able to go in. And even if it can't, I have an idea of how I want it to look. Like, I kind of want to put it in an oval frame. I think it would just be really neat in an oval frame. And so the square borders would kind of make it look odd, in my opinion. So that's kind of why I decided not to do them, like, officially. Anyways, that is about it, you guys. I don't really have anything else to share. That's pretty much it. I hope that y'all are having a great week. Thank you all for sending well wishes to my grandmother. She's doing fine. And thank you all for the grace with missing Monday's video. I really do appreciate it. Sometimes things just happen, right? Life. So anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow, and we'll see what I get up to. Not really sure. Maybe I'll crochet tonight. I'm not really sure. So I hope that y'all have a fantastic Wednesday. I will see y'all tomorrow.